What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and welcome to part 2 of the Spec Ops 27 task list. In this video, we're going to continue right where we left off, and don't worry, we're going to pick up the pace, most likely having part 3 tomorrow, part 4 on Monday, and then hopefully if my ISO 8 holds up, we may very well finish this next Wednesday. But that of course is just a rough schedule. And by the way, my superior lockbox collecting is going pretty well, so we may have a lockbox opening video soon. But as far as the task video, of course the flash portal grenade is now finished, and with that, task number 6. At this point you can purchase these grenades in the shop, and you can even use them to fill up your armory in PvP. So they do have a 12,027 offense and defense bonus. But now moving on to task number 7. Hopefully it pops up completed for you. It did take me 2 run-throughs, but I ended up with 3 stars, and that's going to help me out for later. But yes, you have to get 2 stars of mastery in mission 1. With that, you'll also get 1,000 silver. Then of course you get to move on to task number 8. And for this one you have to fight 5 PvP battles. You only have to fight them, you do not have to win. Also, practice matches do count. What I'm going to show you is my 5th and final match, and it does happen to be against a pretty tough opponent. It's a 21k Kurth and Null team, so that's nothing to sneeze at. Also, unfortunately, Kurth went first and used Fear Me. However, we're going to use our Fire Tornado, and then the Mystic on the enemy agent. Alright, so we exhausted them and placed obsolete tech on their agent. So far so good. Then after a Fatal Fist attack from Null, we're going to begin by using our monster-sized Thunderclap. After that, we'll use the indestructible Titanic Hurl, and finish our turn off with our level 9. By the way, this enemy team is taking very little damage. Usually I can knock out an enemy in Hulk's first turn, but it's not even going to be close against this team. In fact, our big one-shot attack only does 7,000 damage, and that was a crit. So we're going to continue our assault, and we're going to keep it up on Null. I was really hoping to take him out before they used Meteor Swarm, although stunning Kurth was also very tempting. Still, we're going to stick to our guns and keep it up on the Breaker of Worlds. He is targeted after all. So here comes a flying kick, another very big damage attack, and Null still has 7,400 HP. All I can say is this guy's defense must be maxed. Sadly though, that Rune Explosion still does way too much damage. And just like that, Hulk's HP is taken way down. So I'm going to be honest with you, I was worried about losing this match, especially after the Mystic misses. That means the enemy agent no longer has obsolete tech, and he most likely will use the Light Fantastic. That really upped the urgency as far as knocking someone out this turn, but my focus is somewhat shifted to their agent. Part of it was I didn't want to waste a big hit on someone with only 2,948 HP. The other part was I had faith in Hulk, so we go off on the enemy agent. And we don't even give him a chance to heal his team. After that, of course, Flying Kick does the job, and now we only have Kurth to contend with. With my agent this time, we're going to use Hailstorm, and that does place bleeding on her. It's one of the few debuffs that actually works and does end up hurting her. Then we're going to use the Mystic for a single target stealthy attack. On Hulk's turn, we're just going straight to his big damage ability, and we were really hoping to end it. Without the guaranteed crit though, it just doesn't have enough. And honestly, I didn't think Black Widow was going to be stunned. Even so though, after Kurth attacks, we get a counter, and that finishes the match. So we completed 5 PvP battles, and also our daily 5 at the same time. With that, task number 8's done, we get 200 experience, and we also get a spin on the daily PvP roulette. So I'll go ahead and show you what we win. And for this spin, it's actually going to be the Kitty Cap. Alright, so once that task is complete, you're going to see first the Bioelectric Pistol task, And to be able to research this, you first have to get 2 stars of mastery in all Spec Ops 27 missions. For me, I'm going to research the 64 gold item first, so I would recommend holding off on this. But then as far as the task list is concerned, task number 9, clear their heads. Defeat 8 Maggia Grunts. And it says you can find them in mission 2 of Spec Ops 27. But I've also been told they count outside of Spec Ops. Now for me, because of the next task, I just say go ahead and beat them in mission 2. Trust me, you're going to need to clear it out anyways, so you might as well just fight them there. They're basically in every threat and they're very easy clear. So for this encounter and task, I'm showing the final 3. We've already taken down 5 at this point, and just for an easy quick kill, we brought in Iron Patriot. Now it looks like the Blade and a few counterattacks that will be coming may take down the first wave, but that's completely fine with me. Then since the last enemy only has 1 hit, we'll just use our level 1. If you do find yourself against, let's say, a full wave of 3 opponents, nothing takes them out faster than a 21 gun salute. And if you're wondering why I'm using Shatterstar, it's because he actually is pretty awesome when there's an infiltrator on the other team. When you use his single target attack, that is against an infiltrator, his follow-up is an AoE. So depending on the enemies, I do bring him in from time to time. Now with task number 9 down, we're on to task number 10. And that's to defeat a mini-boss in mission 2. For this we could fight Kraven or the Lizard. Either one will count. I'm going against Kraven because it allows us to use Ultimate Spider-Man as a team up. And I definitely wanted to see more of this character. Now I did mention in part 1 that I love his animations. But one thing I've noticed, and many others have as well, is that his damage is very low. This often happens before we can place ISO weight on a character. However, Ultimate Spider-Man's damage may be even lower than normal. I'm not going to fully judge until I've completely equipped him with ISO 8, but if it's still really low, PD may want to look at boosting his damage. That's the only thing that may hold this character back, but we'll have to wait and see on that. The cool thing is they do seem to be listening because they made changes to the Vigilante toolkit. So yes, we did it. And it's even on sale once again. Well, the first time it wasn't on sale, but I think you know what I mean. So if you want to see me do a video on that weapon, then I can definitely work on it. Just let me know in the comment section below. Then of course the synthetic cube is on sale as well. And it is a definite buy. You can watch my top 10 gold item list, or check out my really old video when I said it's the most powerful weapon ever. But regardless, if you can get it, you really should. Oh, and by the way, the ultimate combo animation is amazing. Just like with the web bomb, which hopefully we'll get to use at the end here. In fact, I'm going to heal with my agent, and then we're not even going to attack the servo driller. Well, we were out of stamina anyways. But with Iron Patriot, we'll just use his level 1, and then finish the match with Ultimate Spidey's level 9. So here's his web bomb once again. The first time we used it was in part 1, and I was definitely impressed at how it looked. And it does very little damage of course, but it does stun, and then the enemy goes down to dots. So with that defeat of the mini-boss Kraven, we finished task number 10. And now we get our second blueprint, this time for the fleeting foil. So we all know what that means. The very next task will be the second research. Swordplay, Entanglement 11 of 25. Recover a superior tech component and create the fleeting foil in the lab. This second research is going to take 12 hours, cost 40 unstable ISO weight and 5,000 silver. So we'll get this started, and I will be honest with you, we have finished it actually. That means I'm going to be working on part 3, and I'll try to get it out as soon as I can, but like I said, it may be tomorrow. Then from there we'll get caught up, and we'll hopefully be on the very front edge of the task list. That is going to be it for part 2 though, so I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck and take care.